the current guy there, who's apparently the illegitimate son of the original dictator out there, he loves accumulating useless Guinness Book of World records. So he has the biggest airport in the shape of a bird. It's shaped like a falcon that's about to take off. The biggest indoor Ferris wheel. The biggest stadium in the shape of a horse. They have the highest number of Guinness World Records for useless things. And everything is about Turkmen Bashi, who's their founder, and now increasingly the new guy. He even does pop videos with his grandson. He sings, and everybody's meant to appreciate his singing and things like that.
Very similar to North Korea?
Very similar. Very similar, but culturally so different, because this is very Turkish in nature. That's very Oriental. It's similar and yet different kinds of crazy. But they're not crazy. They're actually very, very smart. They know how to control their populations and prevent them from revolting. And they both have stunning landscapes. So, in Turkmenistan, they have this huge crater that's been on fire for the last 70 years. It was a Soviet gas experiment. That's
hell.
The gates of hell. It's called Darwaze. Darwaza, what we say in Hindi, but they call it Darwaze. And it's fantastic. You drive in the middle of the Kizilkum desert, and there is no more arid desert than that. So when you read about how the Mongol army under Genghis Khan traversed this desert, you're like, dude, it's impossible to do that even now. I wonder how people were doing this. So, a lot of the danger of the Silk Road was actually crossing these two deserts, which are bone dry like you would not believe. And in there's this massive crater that's permanently on fire. It's actually mesmerizing. In Uzbekistan, you get a lot more, because Uzbekistan is a much more culturally diverse place. And this is where, you learn so much about Indian history as well, going to these places.
Why?
Because for 1,000 years, we were ruled by Turks who came from these two regions. Not from Uzbekistan. They actually came from Turkmenistan. They were all Turkmens, which is why in Delhi you have the Turkoman gate, but you don't have an Uzbek gate. In India, in fact, in Bengali and in Bihari, the word for idiot is Uzbek. Because the Turkomans were the nomads, the Uzbeks had found the oases like Bukhara and Samarkand to settle down in. And then it starts making sense. The Uzbeks were sedentary, they became very civilized and cultured and things like that. So they didn't go around invading all their neighbors. Whereas the Turkomans always had the peripheral land, so they were much more aggressive. As the Turkomans who migrated and created Turkey, the modern day state of Turkey, created all the Turkic empires in India. The Turkic empires in Afghanistan, Ghurids, Ghaznavids and all these people. And that's when you realize why an Ujbek is an idiot in Bengali, because it was all the Turkomans coming here and shitting on their
traditional rivals.
Yeah.